All right, so we are live. What's going on, Ryan?
Nothing much, nothing much. Just hanging out, trying to stay busy during this whole quarantine. So, I mean, it's still pretty crazy. I'm over here in California, so I mean, things are still pretty, we're still in lockdown and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
that's Southern California, right? Excuse
yeah,
me.
Southern California, it's still pretty crazy over here. So, I mean, yeah. What is it, like 2 months now? Almost 2 months.
Oh, for sure.
So,
Yeah, it's been a minute. How are you work at a restaurant, right?
yeah, I work at a restaurant and I haven't been working. I've just been getting unemployment. Yeah, and they haven't said when they're coming back or when they're opening back up. So, my girlfriend works retail though, and they're opening. So I mean, I think it's just restaurants. I mean, they're just doing to go. So
Yeah. I know that I work at an office, and luckily enough, where I haven't stopped working, but my wife works retail, and she
Mhm.
had to file for unemployment, and she just got it
Right.
Thursday. She just got it Thursday, and then they called her back to work later on
Wow.
the same day.
Really?
Yeah. So it's fine though. She's
Yeah.
glad, she was itching to be back. But I see
Right.
there's a couple of our um what do you call it? The real ones or
The homies.
the homies. Yeah,
The
for sure.
homies.
We'll give the real homie, our girl Danny May.
Danny May, of course.
Danny, I saw them quesadillas that you made. Were they
Hmm.
quesadillas on your channel? I haven't watched the video, but I saw that you had uploaded a video on how to make quesadillas. I think that was quesadillas. Let me know. We got our boy Jacob Estrada.
So Jacob.
What's up, Jacob? Good to see you. Good to see you. Awesome. So just real quick, guys. Dustin's gonna jump on from his place from parts unknown and the dungeon in quarantine
In the
and
quarantine dungeon.
the quarantine dungeon. But just real quick, we just wanted to get Ryan back on because he, in my opinion, he is the go-to guy for anything Bakugan. I'm saying that right, Ryan?
Hmm. Hmm.
Bakugan and Micro Machines. Now I know Micro Machines. I remember those back in the day when I was a kid, but I don't know a lot about them. I've just been doing some recent research on Hot Wheels toys, so
Hmm.
I've been learning about that. But Micro Machines, I wanted to learn more, just because again, I just did a video on Skylanders, and actually,
Yeah.
that's what I was doing
Hmm.
earlier today is listing all these Skylander toys, and I know that some of them go for a pretty good amount of money, and I
Hmm.
see that on your channel. Those Micro Machines, man, they go for a crazy amount of money,
Yeah,
which
I
is
mean the micro machines are crazy. They can go for quite a bit of money. Same with the Bakugan too. I mean, really, I think they're probably some of the more profitable toys. Toys that you can find for cheap. Like I always mention this, like WWE figures and
Mhm.
GI Joes. Those are really profitable, right? Transformers as well, but a lot of the people selling them, they know the value. It's kind
Yeah,
of known to everybody that they're worth quite a bit of money. Um, so that's why I was pretty fortunate to be able to like kind of find the little niches and Bakugan and Micro Machines. People don't might not know the value as much, so you can get them for cheaper.
yeah,
But
because there's
yeah,
always people collecting
right. And
that kind of stuff.
how are you doing with the Skylanders? Because I have some myself, but the ones that I have don't really sell for that
Well, like
much.
I said, I just started. I listed. I have one, two, three, four of them to list
Hmm.
out of 60 that I got. So that's it. And so far, today I sold one of them, but
Yeah.
this is the big boy right here. This is like a $50 Skylander toy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which I
that's
got lucky because I bought them all at a yard sale for
Jeez.
around maybe $6. They're just trying to get
Wow.
rid of them. So I didn't
That's
know
good.
anything
Yeah.
about them, and I figured, if I could lot them all together, I would easily make my money back. But after doing more research and actually figuring out what games they go to
Hmm.
and things like that, they're a lot more profitable than I thought.
Yeah.
So, so
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see who else is in the building. We got Philly Picker. Good to see you, Philly Picker. I'm glad you stopped by. We're just gonna learn a little bit about some toys that Ryan's been flipping and reselling. Before we get into that, Ryan, I want to ask you about
Yeah.
your Michael Jordan trading card that you bought.
Oof.
Do you
That
still
one's
have it,
rough.
or did you get rid of it?
I still have it. I'm actually making a post tomorrow about it because I'm trying to update you guys on it. I already
Okay.
did it on. I think I already did a little update on YouTube, but yeah, it did not do as hot as I thought it would, which kind of sucks. So I'm probably gonna lose out on like $100 or $200. But
Well,
there's definitely.
before you get to that, I know that Dustin just jumped in, so I'm gonna patch him in. But for the people that they don't know that are joining us right now, if you can kind of give a brief explanation of what we're talking about, that
Yeah.
would be fantastic. So let me patch Dustin in here. What's up, D-Man?
Yo, what's up?
How's it going?
Ooh,
How's the mic sound? I'm trying out the mic.
It sounds good.
Good.
Yeah.
It's the HyperX. Gotta
Nice.
get
Hi, Greg.
We found
Yeah.
some, Ryan. We found some of those at our $5 store not too long.
Oh, yeah?
Not too long ago. Yeah, I found like 4. I think Dustin found a few.
You guys are always
So-
finding such good stuff there. That's great.
Yeah, we went today. It was back open today, and we
really?
found it okay. I found this fake Supreme fanny pack back
It's
here
real.
today.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
That's
So
funny.
even though I was looking up those today, Dustin, and they're going for like $50 on eBay, the fake
Yeah,
one.
I want to. I just don't trust that,
I know.
especially eBay.
Yeah,
Just a good
Right.
old reason to kick you off eBay.
yeah.
That's true. Local market, maybe.
Yeah. So Dustin, Ryan was just going to explain to us his Michael Jordan trading card store.
Mhm.
Yes.
So give us
Yeah.
the rundown.
All right. So I've been getting heavily into sports cards. Like, I mean, this quarantine, I'm stuck at home, nothing to do, right? And there's no thrift stores, and Macari's not really doing that too hot on toys. So I'm like, what can I do? You know, I'm listening to Gary Vee, I'm watching a bunch of podcasts and sports cards. You know, a lot of people have been reselling sports cards for a while now, so I decided to get into it and just get educated on it, and been doing a lot of research, a lot of buying. And then this whole Michael Jordan documentary comes out, right? Or it's supposed to come out, The Last Dance on ESPN. It's supposed to be this crazy thing, so much hype around it, and his cards skyrocket. So I think in March, the card that I bought was going for like $200, and by the time that I saw it, it was $900. And I was like, okay, that's insane. For like 3 weeks, that's just unheard of. You know, that's crazy. And I thought that. Well, yeah, I guessed that it would just keep going up and up as the documentary progressed. So I bought in at $900, you know, and tax and fees and all that. Big mistake because it did not do as hot as I thought it would. It went up to $1,300 after the first episode, and I was like, that's pretty good. And then I held on to it because, you know, it was only the first episode, so I guess it didn't really make much sense to sell it right away. But it just tanked after that, you know, because, you know, the hype is kind of dying, you know. So it went back down to $700, and I was like, okay, this is bad. This is really bad, right? And then, I mean, at that point, I decided I would just keep it as a piece, you know, because I mean, it's Michael Jordan, so it's never like, it's always going to be worth something, you know, whether that be right now or 10, 20 years down the line, and even, you know, beyond that. So I figured I would just hold on to it. And then now, I mean, the prices jumped back up to like $800-900, and there's a lot of listings going for, you know, in the 1,000 range. So I have it listed for like 900, and I have it listed like everywhere, like on OfferUp, Letgo, Facebook Marketplace, all those places. And hopefully I'll be able to get rid of it and just make, like make my money back, or I'll probably just lose like $100. But, you know, it's a big learning lesson. And like you said, Ray, it was like, you know, like the L stands for lesson, you know, not a loss. And I totally agree with that 100%, because I made those same mistakes when I first started reselling toys and reselling on eBay. So, I mean, it's good to make those mistakes early on.
Yeah.
But
now I know if you want to hold on to the card, you know, Michael Jordan ain't going to be around forever. So, you know, like with the whole Kobe Bryant thing, it went down.
Yeah, the whole Kobe Bryant thing was crazy.
Skyrocketed.
Yeah, I mean, it's Michael Jordan, you know, like even when he dies and beyond that, his legacy is gonna live on for forever. So it's like, you're not, you know, like, it's good that it's a Michael Jordan card, you know, not like a, you know, like any other card.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was that.
The day that, I mean, I was with Dustin when we found out that Kobe passed, and we immediately got on eBay.
Yeah.
And then we were like, he's like, man, maybe we should get some jerseys. And then maybe an hour later, after I said that, the jerseys were either all sold out or they were like triple the money for the same
It
jersey.
was crazy.
Yeah.
Or just get scammed. One of the
Yeah.
Or just right. Yeah, I
'Cause
had
we
a
tried
jersey
to
myself,
order
and I
some-
had to hold on to it.
Mhm.
I could
Yeah.
not.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like I wasn't
Yeah.
about to sell anything about
Yeah.
Hmm.
because I don't know. I didn't really want to like sell anything after he died. Like I don't know. I don't really think that's ethically correct.
Yeah.
I'm not really
Oh,
shaming anybody for doing it, but
no.
you know,
Yeah.
for me personally,
there's a fine line with all
yeah,
that. Right?
it's a little line. It's a little line that you
Mhm.
might not want to cross, but
Yeah, but Bluegrass Picker Anthony says, "Thank God for Gary V. I sell sports cards on eBay."
yeah,
Yeah.
thank God
Yeah.
for Gary V and
I
all
want to
this,
say, I
all the
bet
people
that
that are
like,
buying.
I bet that I feel like he was not slow or responsible for that, but I mean,
He's
it
responsible.
helps. You think so?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He could be
He's a-
responsible.
He's the reason a lot of us are reselling.
Oh, I know.
Right.
Yeah, Dustin and I
Yeah.
for sure.
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he has a big influence. So I
Mhm.
mean, he can just mention one thing and then it'll just go 10 times that. No matter
Mhm.
what it be.
This is
Oh.
Bluegrass Picker says team breaks are the way to go.
Mhm.
I'm not familiar with that term. Are you familiar with that term, Ryan?
I am not familiar with that term.
Let us know what
Bluegrass.
that is, Anthony. I'm curious. Is do you buy your break spots on eBay, Anthony? See, man, I don't know what they're talking about. So
Yeah, I have no-
let us know, guys. For
I would
sure.
like to know for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Danny May says, make sure to subscribe to Ryan's channel if you have not. So everybody here
Thank
on
you, Danny.
the stream, make sure you subscribe to Ryan's channel. It is linked in the description. So I think it's like the first link in there. So yeah, great content. I love it. So Ryan,
Yes.
let's talk about some toys, my friend.
Let's talk about some toys.
And
Get
Dustin,
into
if you have any
Yeah.
questions or anything, just feel free to interrupt me
That'll work.
because
Yeah, because I got a couple.
you
I
got
think.
okay.
I
all
think
right,
if I don't
all right.
forget them by now and then,
You got it written down.
we'll see.
With a
Nah,
notepad?
they're right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And Jennifer Hayes just jumped on. Good to see you, Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Long time no see. I know Dustin and I kind of took a little bit of a break during this quarantine because we couldn't really go out and find stuff.
Right.
We were just going through
Yeah.
all of our death piles. And
We're working on our quarantine bods.
yeah,
so-
we've just been getting thick, Ryan.
Right.
So yeah, so we just been taking a break. We took a break a little bit on YouTube, and so we posted a video last week, and we're doing this live stream, and then from now on, it's going to be a steady.
Just gonna keep going.
It's
Yeah.
gonna keep going. So we enjoyed
Little
doing
break.
it today. We got to source Dustin and I.
It was.
Yeah,
It was
awesome.
very different today,
Yes.
wasn't it, Dustin?
Now I know how drug addicts feel on a withdrawal. Having
It's
withdrawals,
like,
and then it's
right,
like, oh my gosh, like got to get out there.
What a
It felt so good.
comparison!
I haven't sourced in forever. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It was like
that's
Dave
awesome.
Chappelle, just like when he's like, I need more.
Yeah, we had a friend of ours today buy a safe that couldn't open.
Yes,
It was
really?
like locked,
like a big safe. It,
like
it
a
was
big,
big,
safe. It was. What would you
Dang.
say? Probably like
a couple
2
hundred
foot,
pounds,
3 foot. Yeah.
probably 2.5 foot tall, about 2-3 foot wide, and Ray had to pull his dolly out, and they
I keep
loaded
a
up
dolly.
in the back seat.
Luckily enough, I had a dolly in the back of my truck.
How random though! I don't even have a dolly.
It's just there.
It's like I got a dolly. I'm like, you do?
Yeah, it just
Right.
happened to work out that way. So he ended up buying it. It was a $5 safe. So I mean, he was like, "Well, I'll take a chance on it."
Yeah,
I was like,
there's some
"Good
stuff
luck."
moving around in there too. So we're like,
Yeah.
just
He
take a
said-
drill to it.
He said,
Right.
"If there's a gold bar, we'll split it, guys." It's like
All right.
get
What
1%.
treasures lie in there?
Yeah. DIY packaging ideas. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. He says, "Yep,
One
Gary is the reason for my reselling." Yeah. Oh, Dustin is going into the parts unknown. And Bluegrass Picker says, "I buy the Chiefs. They will open a case of cards. I'll get every Chief player, even the non-Mahomes cards, are sell here in Missouri. I get 3 Mahomes autos that way." Okay. Okay, cool.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes, he's trash.
Oh, I know. We're still a little salty about that game.
Yeah.
The Titans. Cajun Reseller says, "Dustin, the Goodwill King? Question mark."
Yes, I am. Yes.
Dustin found some crazy.
The
Before
Goodwill
we
King.
get into the toys, Ryan, I want to get into Dustin's probably one of the biggest Goodwill finds he's found. Wouldn't you say, Dustin?
Yep, on a video game.
So tell the story right quick.
So
Dustin.
going to Goodwill, first day I hear they're open. Our other brother-in-law, he said he wanted to go on a Gallatin, and then Ray was like, "I'm gonna go to the one at Rivergate." It's like, I'll go to the one local where we live at. So why not?
Yeah, which is like he went to the one in our local town. I went to the one over because I was closest to that one at the time.
So went in there looking around. I usually go to the video games first. Loaded with video games. Found a ton of Resident Evil, some for GameCube, PlayStation 2, a few other mixed games. I think I found like Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the original Xbox. That's like a $25 game right there. And I'm scanning them, and I've come across this game, Resident Evil Nemesis. Scan it, looked it up. It's recently sold for $99. I was like, what? I sent Ray, I was like, dude, $99. I couldn't believe it. And posted it. I took best offer, $89.99. I was like, I couldn't beat it because I basically got the game because that Goodwill does is it 3 for $4.99 for games. So I basically got it for nothing almost, in first class shipping. I was like, yeah, I was amazed for sure.
Easy money right there. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So like Dustin said,
let's just hope it works.
Let's just hope it works. Just proclaiming it as the Goodwill King.
Yeah.
Or like Pure Hustle podcast. If you haven't listened to Pure Hustle podcast, guys, that's a great podcast to listen to. Reseller related podcasts.
Yeah.
One of the things that they do is they don't say the Goodwill. They call it the store that shall not be named. They don't want to give them any kind of publicity. But we all know what they're talking about. But Ryan, let's get to the toys, my friend.
Let's get to the toys.
So give us a list of the toys that you've gotten the best luck finding and flipping, and what you like to sell, what you don't like to sell, and just give us a little breakdown.
All right. By far the best things to resell for me are Micro Machines and Bakugan. I've had the most luck sourcing them. There seems to be a lot of them on Macari. I go on Facebook Marketplace to find them, OfferUp, Let Go, like any market. I've even bought some like on eBay to resell on eBay. You might get lucky and find some cheap ones on there. Other than that, I haven't really sourced any other toys. I mean, I do like just some WWE figures. I've done like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. I bought some Transformers here and there, but I don't know. For those ones, I haven't really had any like good like return on those. Like I kind of spent too much money on them, and there isn't enough return for it to be worth it. 90s figures. I've had a lot of 80s and 90s like action figures. Like superheroes do really well, so that would probably be like my third. Fisher Price, if you guys know vintage like Fisher Price, like kids toys, those do really well as
those little people figures.
The little people figures. I've had like some pretty good return on that. I've only sourced that like once or twice, but yeah, other than that, those are the only toys that I sell. There's a thing called HeroScape. Do you guys know what HeroScape is?
I haven't heard of that.
It's like a board game, and there's figures that go with the board game. Those do all right, but they're kind of slow. They're kind of slow moving. But yeah, Bakugan and Micro Machine definitely take the cake on that one on toys to resell.
And for those that don't know what a Bakugan is,
yes,
could you explain that for us?
Yeah. So I got some right here. So it's basically just this little figure right here, and it kind of just folds into a ball, and then anytime it touches like anything metal, it opens up. So like they come with cards, and they just open up.
What are the
tiny
cards?
Thing?
What do the cards do?
The cards, it's kind of like Pokemon cards. Like you can like battle people with them or something like that. I don't think that's the main focus with them. But yeah, these are like a magnetic card, and then you just like it sticks on there. So I mean, people. I guess people do play with the cards, but I mean, I think the majority of people that buy them just like to collect the figures. So, same thing with like Pokemon cards. I think many people like to collect Pokemon cards rather than like play and battle with them.
Yeah. So to give an idea of what something like the Bakugan sells for, can you give us a little bit of an example?
Yeah. So right now I have like lots of 6, and I have these listed for $30. $30. I just do that to like give a little room for offers, because I normally accept offers like 25. Like I'll get offers for like $20, $25, and then normally they'll sell for around like 25.
Wow.
But I like to like add like $5 on top of what I'm looking for. That way, that makes room for offers, and just gives you a little bit of a leeway. And sometimes there are people that will spend that amount of money. I've tried listing them in singles, but there's a lot of like common ones that won't go for that much. There's some rare ones that do go for a lot of money. I have sold a lot of rare ones, but for the most part, for all the common ones, I'll just have them in lots of like 6 or 7 for $30.
How do you
Anywhere
know
around
which
that
ones
price
are
range.
rare and which ones are common? Just doing your research, or do you?
Yeah, like that.
is there
It's kind
something
of
that
hard.
really-
I have this website. If you type in Bakugan identifier, that's a good way to look up different Bakugans. There's different like seasons of them. There's different colors. Like there's green, blue, tan, gray, black, and red. I believe red and black do the best for me. So if you're like looking for them, red and black definitely do the best for me. But it's kind of just doing research and kind of just looking on eBay sold listings. Like I'll type in Bakugan and just look through all the comps and just go through all the pages and see if there's any like single ones that are selling that I have. But it kind of just comes with like time, after reselling that for a little bit, then you kind of get a feel of like, okay, what's common, what's not.
Right.
But I've sold a single Bakugan for like $50. So there's some rare ones out there, and then like here, I'll give you guys some examples just in case anybody's like wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm wondering.
Yeah, there's like some special variations. So like this is like an all white one. Like white isn't a color, but it's a special variation that makes it white. I think it's called like pearl.
It's like a variant.
So it's like the color is blue, but it's white. So it puts up the value just a tiny bit. There's also like clear ones. So like these are called like X-ray translucent ones.
That's pretty cool.
Those rise up the value as well. But like all of these that you see in here are just all common ones. And then
So the color scheme is kind of like a big indicator of which ones are worth more than others.
Yeah, so there's just the 6 basic colors, and then you might see a variation like a translucent one, a white one, or one that's like has like glitter on it or something like that. So like you obviously want to look for the ones that stand out the most.
Right.
And then as for Bakugan itself, I mean, so like I'll try to show you guys these real quick.
It's like, do you go to garage sales and look for them too, or do you buy like just?
I'll look for them at garage sales, but I mean it's pretty hard to find at garage sales and thrift stores.
Right.
The very first Bakugan I ever got and the very first Micro Machines I ever got were from Savers. So I got super lucky with that, and then that's what kind of initiated that whole obsession. And then now I'm all over it. But as you guys can see right here, these kind of look the same, but they're a little different. But this is like the main figure in the show. Like it's called the Dragonoid. That's like the main character.
So all
in the
the ones
show.
are like characters.
Yeah, they're all different like characters. Like I don't know what this one's called, but I don't know the names for them. But they're all different. But this one's like the most popular, and he comes in like a bunch of different variations. It's just the dragon with the one horn on top.
Right.
So if you're looking for anything specific, that's what you should be looking for, because that's like the main character in the show. So I think it's the most popular. Because I have I just actually sold these 3 right here for $40. So it's like 3 of them for $40, and then you put the common ones for like 30. So it's like you got to find which ones that people are looking for the most. But yeah, those ones just sold. So yeah,
nice. So let's get to the comments, because I know that there's a lot of activity. So we got Silver Hayes says I was supposed to be in Nashville for Memorial Day weekend, but to keep our elders safe, we had to cancel. I heard that. Cajun says make sure to subscribe to Ryan's channel. So he dropped the link down there. We have I skipped this. The Flipping Hustler is in the building. Howdy, folks. Good to see you. Glad you managed to stop by and give us a watch. And Cajun, which I did not know this until recently, I subscribed to his channel. He has a channel as well. So if you want to subscribe to Cajun Reseller's channel, the link is there. And so he also dropped Danny May's channel link. So make sure you subscribe to her channel if you haven't already. She has a very nice recipe for some quesadillas on there right now.
I like quesadillas.
Quesadillas for sure. And then Jennifer's channel. And Marie is on. Good to see you. Good to see you. We got they skipped comments here. Flipping Flipping Hustlers channel. We got a sub to the host of the show for sure. So that's
Yes, sir.
and let's see here. Oh, Cajun says that I'll be in Arkansas this week, Ray, a little closer to you. What are you doing in Arkansas? You going for work? Let us know. Oh, Glenn, Swamp Picker is in the building.
What's up,
What's up,
Glenn?
Swamp Picker?
Yeah, our boy Glenn. He's one of the OGs of the channel. We got to meet him in person. So, and then we have Justin. Justin is in the building. Good to see you, Justin. And then we have Danny May asked a question. Are these toys you played with when you were young? Is that where your knowledge comes from? She asked.
Yeah, that Bakugan are toys that I played with when I was young, and then when I found them at the thrift store, like I kind of already knew what they were. I just had no idea how much of a resale value that they had. As for Micro Machines, I never played. That was way before I was born. But I just found them in Savers and searched them up, and I saw them selling, so I picked those up as well.
Nice. Now, Swamp Picker says that he found a juicer today for $1. That's
Dang.
nice. What was the juicer going for, Glenn? Did you buy it to keep or did you buy it to sell? Let us know. And Landshark Picker is in the building. Good to see you. And that's about it, guys, for the comments at this moment. And all right, Ryan. So we know about the Bakugan. We know that color variations are important. You have that website, BakuganIdentifier.com.
Yeah.
And now, what is a good? Some of them are rare, go for over $50, and then for the ones that are the common ones, you like to sell them in lots of 6 for around 25
like
to 30.
6 or 7.
Now, something like that, like if you're selling them you have a lot of 6, you're selling for around $30. What are you buying them for? What's the average buying price on those?
I'm always trying to buy them for no more than $1.
$1 a piece, or
yeah, $1 a piece. Yeah, I try and keep it at $1 a piece. Obviously, the less the better. Sometimes I'll get them for like 50 cents a piece. But I don't think I'd ever buy them for 2 unless I see a rare figure within like the pictures, or I see something that I can make most of the money back, and then the rest can be like $1 a piece. But yeah, I try and keep everything to $1 a piece, whether that be Micro Machines or Bakugan or any toys really.
Nice. Now, you said that you like to do a little bit of the online arbitrage and find these figures in Macari. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Now,
yeah,
I got no patience for that.
Yeah, it's hard for me to find stuff on Macari.
Yeah. I guess
got a bot or some kind of search engine that notifies you every time something comes up, or
you can do like the save search on Macari. Like on the Macari app, you can search up anything that you want, and then I think I don't know where the button is, but you can save the search. So anytime you go back to the search bar, you can see if there's any new listings. And then I like to check I'm literally on my phone, always, and I'm always checking Macari every hour or so. Sometimes I'll miss out on a good deal and it sucks, but I always try my best to check them out as much as I can. And every night before I go to sleep, I'm always looking on there.
And you like to buy them in lots, right?
Yeah, big lots on Macari. I never buy them in singles. Yeah.
What does the average lot go for, into how much quantity is it in a lot that you like to buy, and for what price?
Like, are you asking like what I'm looking for when I'm buying?
Yeah, what is it you're looking for? Like, if a lot of 6 is okay, or are you looking for lots of 20 for 20 bucks, or?
Yeah, I'm always trying to find lots of like 30 plus, like 30, 40, 50. Sometimes you don't really get that much. I just saw one Macari sell, like I think he was selling 160 of them for $200. And that is definitely something I would have picked up, but I was a little too late on that one. So
okay.
Yeah, so you're not afraid to spend that big money if you know that there's.
Yeah, because on the top of that too, I saw the same figure that I've been selling 3 times now for $50. So then if you sell that one figure, you're left with, what is that, 167 figures now for $150. So now you're at less than $1. So even though he was asking 200, it would have been worth it for 160 figures if that wasn't one of them. You know what I mean? So I'm always just looking for like bigger lots. That way, I'm not trying to really get any like 5 or 10. Even if it's like $1. Mhm.
So like over 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm always trying to look for. Just bigger
Okay.
lots. Yeah.
Now, Danny may ask the question: why do you think they go for so cheap on Macari?
That's a good question. I feel like Macari is still an up and coming app. Not really, because there is a lot of people on there, but I feel like there's more just regular people looking to sell stuff at their house instead of resellers. There's not. I feel like there's not many resellers on Macari just quite yet. So I feel like you might come across like a mom or a dad who's just trying to get rid of their kids' toys and make some extra money. Get rid of stuff in the garage, things like that. I feel like that's how you can get them for pretty cheap. But there are some resellers on there that know the prices of the Bakugan, and you can't get them for that cheap. So,
what I know on eBay it's kind of easy to figure out who's a reseller and who's not a reseller just by the quality
right.
of the pictures that they take. Is there any kind of red flags that you look for when you're looking at Macari to see it's like, oh, this guy's a reseller or this person is not a reseller?
No, I don't think so. I think everything's kind of the same over there. There's not many like professionally like white background and everything. Like I said, there's a lot of people over there that are just trying to get rid of things. I haven't seen too many resellers on there. Sports cards, all those guys are just resellers. But as for toys and stuff,
just trying to get rid of all their stuff. Occasion reseller says, I love Macari for sourcing. I know. Do you use Let Go or anything else like that?
I used to use OfferUp and Let Go when I first started reselling on eBay. I haven't lately, but I do go on there and search for things every once in a while. And I do list some of my bigger items on there, like golf clubs and things like that. I'm always trying to cross list as much as I can, just to increase.
I know you had issues sending those golf clubs.
Yes.
Figure it out.
The golf clubs are just a pain in the butt to ship out. You got to Frankenbox them, and then they cost way more than you actually expect. And then one time I accidentally put free shipping on it, and I ended up losing money. So I like golf clubs. You can make a lot of money off of them, but I don't know if they're worth it sometimes. I'll pick up like a TaylorMade or a Titleist or whatever, but other than that,
you sold. Was it? You were the one that sold the practice golf club, right? And it breaks apart if you hit it wrong.
No, I don't know. No.
I'll tell you what's golf club wise. What's easier to ship to me? I try to stay away from iron sets, even though I had those ones I sold for my dad's. I sold some for my dad about a year ago, but I try to go with putters if I come across any putters, like Scotty Cameron's. For sure, Scotty Cameron's. Really, that's the only ones I'd like to resell. And then really driver heads that are detachable. If you think about it, because all the people, like, whoever is going to buy those just already has a shaft for it. They're just looking for a replacement head, and they'll be cheap to ship. You can fit them in like a 6x6 box, and maybe you ship it first class. So that'd be something to look into, is trying to go to Play Against Sport, whatever y'all have there, look up used driver heads that are got a good deal that you can take off with an Allen wrench.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll go to garage sales, and there will be people like selling, their iron sets, and it's so tempting, so that's why I'm like stuck with like I think 2 different sets right now, because it's so tempting. They're selling it for so cheap. I'm trying to stay clear from now on.
Heat them up, take them off, and do heads only.
That's funny.
That's a good idea.
Now Dustin, he has a really funny story of something that he recently bought off of OfferUp, right, Dustin?
Oh, the lunchbox guy.
Why don't you tell us that story real quick?
Bought some vintage lunchboxes. Is it 2 weeks ago? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just itching to buy something. I come across these vintage lunchboxes. One's a Crackle Jack box one. One's a Popeye one. And another one, I can't even think. It's some Wild West show back in the 70s, I think. But notice his Popeye one he has. It's in decent condition. Comes with a mug. It goes for over $100. I think 130, 140 is sold for. And I was like, I got to get this. So me and Ray's like, I'm coming with you. Got to check this out. We go there. We get there right when we're supposed to. And this is what I hate about OfferUp, because no one ever meets you on time. Ever.
Right.
And then they're like, where you at? Where you at? So that's what we dealt with. Probably an hour since we got there.
Sitting in the parking lot.
The guy circled around. He goes, I texted him. I was like, where you at? So I can't find you. Yeah, he basically said he left. I was like, you left? I'm here. I've been sitting here. Like, I gave you just a generic spot, empty. No one was around me, by the sheds at Lowe's behind this fast food restaurant that you can't miss. Couldn't find me. It finally finds me an hour and a half later, and felt terrible because he's a super old guy.
This guy was
Yeah.
so
Just
old.
opened the
So
door.
old, Ryan.
Nothing but smoke. I was like, oh my God. I was like, do I want to? It's like, yeah, that pipe I want's pretty cool. So
Right.
I'm like, I'll buy him from him. I give him full price. I was going to knock him down like $20 just because he was late. But I felt so terrible for the guy. He couldn't drive at
He
all.
couldn't even get out of his car because he
But
opened the car. He opened the car door to let
Yeah.
Dustin inside, and Dustin was like, "No, I'm okay."
yeah, but I aired those suckers out for at least a week. It still didn't work. So someone at work told me, dude, put some fabric sheets in there. I'm like, fabric sheets? So did that, and it worked. They smell so good, like a Hawaiian breeze.
Right.
That's what it smells like. Yep.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a great. The guy was so old, Ryan.
That's a funny
I
story where
don't
you
even
just
know
regret
how
it.
he used a cell
He looked
phone.
like the kind of remind me of the guy off of Waterboy, the older guy, like the mullet. No, not Waterboy. Happy Gilmore, the giant with the kind of mullet hair.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about? That
Yeah.
can't Shooter McGavin kicked or like knocked him out, something like that. Let the ball in on his foot. That guy. He kind of reminded me of him a little bit.
Just an old man, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy. But Caffeinated Christy is in the building. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I know we've been laying low from this quarantine, but we're back, baby. Cajun Reseller says I have certain saved items on Macari. I need to learn how to do that. You might need to educate me, Ryan.
Right? I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, and then let's see here, Ryan. There we go. Cajun Reseller asks, Ryan, do you like Facebook Marketplace for sourcing? Do you have any luck selling any or finding any of those toys there on Facebook Marketplace?
Facebook Marketplace, I look for them, and I have seen some cheaper ones, just nothing that I want to pick up. So I haven't picked up anything on there, but I have bought a few sports cards on Facebook Marketplace. There's a lot of good groups for that. But yeah, I Facebook Marketplace for sure. That's a good place to just search up and look for things.
Nice.
I wish I would have kept my old sports cards. Sorry. I just wish I would have kept them.
Right. It's booming.
Cajun also says people on Macari also don't know how to ship. I've gotten tons of 3-pound packages that were printed in first class mail. Does the post office not care when that happens? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
That's what I think about. Like when I'm weighing something, it's like if I'm off a little bit, it's like they're not going to be like sitting there like weighing every package.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've gotten deducted for being under through eBay one time, a couple of times actually.
Really?
Yeah. I was like a half a pound off or something like that. I'm like, okay. They deducted like $3 from my account or something like that.
Oh, I've had that happen to me once. Yeah, I was like a little bit too over. I understated how much it was.
Yeah. So learn from that and go over every time now, no matter what.
So we have Chris Thrift Beast. The Beast is in the building.
What's up, Thrift Beast?
One of the OGs. And let's see here. Danny says, Ryan, I think your tactical hats are going to be the enema to your channel for Commonwealth Picture.
I don't
know what that means, Danny. Maybe
I want to say enemy.
I think Commonwealth Picker. He sells these like enemy plushes. And that's like his the thing on his channel. Like,
so your cats are his.
Yeah, because he has like thousands of them or whatever. But yeah, my hats are definitely the staple to my store.
Those hats are sick though. Not gonna lie.
I'll have to send you guys some actually.
Hey, we have really big heads, so I hope they fit us. I can never
they're adjustable. They got Velcro straps.
Okay, cool. Swampbaker says I sold a practice glove for about 50 plus and got it for $1. Man, I need to Dustin. He needs to you need to educate me on golf clubs.
I can do that.
Here we go. We have Damper Tiger in the building. Good to see you, bud. And let's see here. Going through the chats right quick to see if anybody has any kind of questions. If you have any kind of questions for Ryan or Dustin and I, let us know, and we will answer your questions to the best of your ability or our abilities. Danny says, "Smash the like a button." Thank you. We already have 1 thumbs down, so I appreciate that person that thumbs down our channel. So they must not like
motivation. Gives us motivation.
Yeah. Let's see here. Cajun says that I've only had to pay the overdue purchase once, but I've gotten at least 5 packages like that. Okay. So yeah. So Ryan, educate us on some micro machines, because that's really that's like a whole nother animal, right?
Yeah, the micro machines are crazy.
Do they still make micro machines, or is that?
I don't think so. I think they're discontinued. I think that's why there's such a big value for them. They said that they're going to like reboot the whole brand or the whole whatever, but I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know. Is that you, Dustin?
No, maybe it might have been my cord. Who knows?
Yeah, but they go for a lot because I guess they're discontinued. They don't make them anymore. They're from like the 80s and 90s, so they go for quite a bit of money.
Who makes those? Hasbro, Mattel, Galoob?
It's a brand called Galoob. Galoob. Yeah, Galoob makes them. But yeah, I found them at Savers. I think I got like 70 of them for $8. Which is insane. Because I'm looking to get $1 a piece now. So I was able to get like 70 of them for $8, and then I kind of just picked them up. I searched up like mini cars, couldn't really find anything, but I picked them up because there were so many of them, and it was super cheap. So I guess I kind of got lucky, and I did my research on them, and I lotted them up. So like these are like the first ones I ever bought. I have them lotted in 5, and like I have a little sticky note right here because I was researching like which each individual one was called at that time. Now I kind of just throw them in lots of 10 for $30, $40. But these ones, like I have them listed in lots of 5, and they sell for like $40. So I don't know if it's because I have them. Yeah, I don't know if it's because I have the names of them in the description, so that kind of just gives people more of like an incentive, or like they think that it's more professional. But
it's not, it just doesn't say micro machine lots of 5.
Yeah, like it actually has like their names and stuff like that, the models. And military micro machines do a lot better.
Really?
Military micro machines, yeah, they go for a lot more money most of the time.
That kind of makes sense because people in the military would want to collect them or something.
Yeah, I guess there's just more of a value on them.
Yeah, because do Hot Wheels make military toys? I don't know if they do or not.
I don't know if they do, actually.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's like a thing.
Yeah. I haven't seen many Hot Wheels, but Matchboxes. Do you guys do Matchboxes and stuff? Those have a lot of value on them. But
do you know much about Matchbox? We can't talk today, guys.
Right? No, they're always so expensive to source. A lot of people know the value of those things, so you can never really find them for cheap unless it's at a garage sale or thrift store. But I haven't found any. So
micro machines are kind of like a real. You get it like you can buy for real low and list for real high.
Yeah. There's some people that know the value of them, but for the most part, I feel like these, especially more than the Bakugan, people just see them as like tiny cars. Like they don't really see them as anything more than that. So it's like everybody knows Hot Wheels, everybody knows Matchboxes. So it's all about just finding the toys that not many people know about that you can get for cheap.
I think I have a sealed Star Wars micro machines somewhere in my garage.
You know what's weird though? The sealed ones, they don't even go for that much money, and it's
weird.
It's so strange because like I can sell 5 open ones, like individual ones, in a lot for the same price as like 5 sealed ones. I don't know why, but not many sealed ones sell on eBay.
Would the same go for Bakugan ones? Because I came across a couple that were on clearance at Walmart, but when I scanned them, they didn't go for much.
Yeah, the sealed Bakugan, since it's only like one figure, it's pretty hard to like resell them. I don't think that. And then like the sealed ones nowadays, like they're just like the newer ones. I think the older season, it's a little bit more valuable than the newer ones that are coming out.
Because of the season having to do with the TV show.
Yeah, there's like 4 different like series of the Bakugan, and like the first one, like the oldest one, is obviously the most valuable.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now,
from what I've seen,
for the micro machines, do you also source those on Macari?
Yeah, I source those on Macari as well. Again, just $1 a piece. Sometimes I'll do more than $1, like $1.50, just because I feel like micro machines are a little bit more valuable. there's a lot more people looking for them, and I sell them a lot faster than I do the Bakugan. But
Really?
yeah,
And you put them in lots of 5 or just different variants?
I put these ones in lots of like 10. Yeah, for the most part, lots of 10 for like $30-$35. That's kind of my price range with them. So they're like just a little bit. They're worth a little bit more than the Bakugan, I think, or I list them a little bit higher.
Nice. What has been your biggest Micro Machine flip? Like, have you noticed? Have you looked one up? And you're like, man, this one's like.
Yeah, there's some ones called like deluxe that like their doors open and like the hood opens. So those ones are worth a little bit more. There's gold ones that are worth a little bit more. And then I have one right here. So like this is like one that it opens and then there's a smaller one inside.
Oh,
so like this single one,
cool.
yeah. So this single one I have listed for 20. You know what I mean? So like this is worth a lot more than because I'll have like 10 listed for 30 when I can just have one listed for 20.
Yeah. Does
so
the
there's some
car, the
valuable
little
ones,
car
yeah.
inside, like, does that come off or is it?
Yeah, it's its own car. It just it's loose
that's
in there.
So there's 2 cars in there.
Yeah.
So it's like
And
a
those-
micro machine.
Oh yeah, micro.
Huh.
But those ones are worth something. And then, like I said, military vehicles. Like I think I've sold like 5 of them for $40 one time. So that's pretty good.
Wow. Okay.
But
So when we're out in the garage sale or if we're at a thrift store or anything else, Micro Machine, we want to look for the ones with the hoods and doors that open.
mhm.
Right? Any kind of different paint scheme, the gold or
Yeah,
silver.
the gold ones tend to do pretty well. There's gold ones, and then there's like the translucent ones. Just the same with the Bakugan. They're like X-ray.
Okay.
Those ones are the only color variations that I know about.
And then the ones with the little cars inside.
Yeah, those ones are awesome. But I think they're a little bit more rare. I'm pretty sure it's hard to find them. I haven't found many. I've only found like 2
especially
or
with
3.
that little car, I'm sure they get lost.
Right, exactly.
Constantly.
hmm And
So-
then for those of you that want to know, just type in Micro Machines Museum. That's where I kind of like search up all the names of all of them. It's like it's pretty hard to find all of them. You have to go through a lot. It's a long process, but Micro Machine Museums, if you guys are looking to see the names of all of them.
Micro Machine Museum. And are those broken down into like types of micro machines, like planes, cars?
Yeah.
Planes, cars, automobiles.
There's a bunch of different categories for them and a bunch of different like special series for them as well.
Okay.
But I mean, nowadays I'm kind of like anytime I source Bakugan and Macari, I'm kind of just Bakugan and Micro Machines on Macari. I'm kind of just loading them up. I'm not really searching them up unless I see something that catches my eye. But yeah, kind of just going, moving.
Cool. Now, Cajun, he says, I still have my old Micro Machines. And then everyone's yelling at him to make sure you list them. He says, got to find them first. It says, Danny May says, my brother played with Micro Machines. Yeah, I'm kind of old. I remember the commercials when I was a kid. Do you remember those, Dustin?
Kinda, but I just never played with them. I wasn't much. I don't think I was much of a toy guy.
You didn't play with toys when you were a kid?
Not a lot. I mean, I did, but I didn't do a lot. I did Power Rangers, stuff like that. And then I played more Nintendo. Like it's more gamer than toys. I would rather play games than toys.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's our generation, Dapper Tiger says, note to self, open new micro machines and list them. I can't talk. Ryan, you're at 57 subscribers.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys.
That's awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
What were you
That's
before the show?
I think I was at 51. I think I was I just hit 50 the other day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, 3 more for 60.
We got some great people jumping on.
Yeah, we're moving.
Yeah, so people are saying bye. It is getting a little late. I once went to a garage sale. This lady sold me 300 micro machines for $5.
Sheesh, that is insane.
That's someone that just wanted to get rid of them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sounds like an older lady because that's how older ladies are.
Right.
Garage sales. My grandmother's like, she tries to give everything away. When we used to do garage sales when I was younger, she's like, I'll just take it. Just take it.
Yeah,
those are the ones you like.
Oh yeah. Dapper also says Micro Machine Museum collection currently at 62 1,000. Is that how many Micro Machines there are? I bet that is.
Yeah, I think that's like how many they have in there or whatever, or like in their gallery or however much. That's
Oh,
kind
wow.
of a lot. Yeah.
Do they sell? Do they also give a value of how much they cost?
No, they don't give a value. I just take that information and I search them up on eBay and see if I can find any comps for them. And then if I can't, I'll just put them in like lots. But yeah, they don't give the value, which kind of sucks. Same with the Bakugan identifier. They kind of just let you know the name and
Yeah, I guess because the value on stuff like that usually changes.
right. So it's hard to keep
Fluctuates
track
up and
of.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. KJ says I'm getting close to 200 subs. So guys, if you have not subscribed to Cajun's channel, make sure you do so. I know that the live chat and the before you could hit the 3 little dots and go to the people's channel, but they took that off, so it kind of sucks. Because oh no. Dapper also says, I found you yesterday and haven't had the pleasure to watch. I've heard good things, bud. Good things. We've heard good
Thank
things.
you.
Good things.
Hopefully the only good things, no bad ones.
Tell me, speaking of your videos, tell me what you get when you go to Starbucks.
Just a caramel macchiato, a nice caramel macchiato. I'm basic. I'm basic.
Hey, I like a good vanilla latte myself,
Who was it? Someone told us, was it today? Saying don't get, when you get something cold, say no ice. Yeah. Ice on the side. You get like double the drink.
Yeah, like double the drink. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I did not know that. I'm going to do it now forever. Yeah, doing it forever.
Yeah. The tag says that I'm trying to get into Hot Wheels, but not sure if the resale value is good. Recently started looking into Hot Wheels. The ones that you got to look for, there's something called Treasure Hunt and Super Treasure Hunt Hot Wheels. Those are like it's the chase versions of other figures, and they come through like one per case. And it's really easy to pick out which ones they are because somewhere on the car they'll say TH on there. And then if you on the card, it will actually say, "Congratulations, you found like a treasure hunt or something." Like when you turn the card over, like under the car, like in the bubble, they'll say it on there. So they're kind of really easy to find. They're really easy to identify, but hard to find.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because a lot of people, that's what they look for whenever.
Yeah, when I first started reselling, I remember going to like all the Walmarts and trying to find those, but they're really hard to find. But there's you can flip them for like like 5-10 times what you buy it for.
They're like Hot Wheels are like $1, So if you can find a good one, I mean,
do they have chase versions at Walmart?
What's that?
Because do they have them at Walmart or anything like that, or Target?
Hot Wheels?
Yeah, like the chase versions, because I've looked, it's just so many. It's like I got a headache trying to look that little bitty.
Yeah, they're all filled in there somewhere.
Like,
well, you got to know, like, if you do your research, which cars are those, so you just kind of look for that car. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah.
So you just kind of like take your hand, and you know how they're like on pegs, and you just kind of like scoot them over.
Gotcha.
So yeah, let's see here. Resale says the Monster Jam figures also have chase figures as well.
Yeah, the monster trucks are pretty good to resell too.
Okay. Now you said you also do WWE action figures. Could you tell us a little bit about those? Excuse me.
Yeah, I haven't sourced them too much. I've only sourced them a couple times, but both the times that I sourced them, I kind of paid a little bit too much for them, so there wasn't enough return. I honestly wish I knew more, but I don't know. I don't know too much about WWE figures. Obviously the vintage ones do well, but it's hard to find those for cheap. It's hard to find any WWE figure for cheap. Same thing with Transformers. Like I used to love Transformers. I used to buy all the action figures, and they cost a lot of money to buy. So the resale value is there, but not many people are selling them for cheap. So if you can find like a big lot, a garage sale or something like that, then it's good. But other than that, Macari, I don't think there's too much opportunity on Macari.
Yeah, I got a pretty good collection of the old Hasbro WWF figures in that room over there. But I'm working on
over
this room.
here.
Yeah, over there behind me. We'll be working on this room pretty soon, so that's going to be like our new streaming room.
There you go.
Be excited for that, guys. So, anything else that you like to look for and flip, Ryan? Besides
Look for and flip.
toy
I don't
wise,
think anything toy wise. Nothing. Nothing else. I don't think I have anything. I'm always just keeping my eye out for like when I'm out like Goodwill and stuff. I'm always keeping my eye out for like board games and different like play sets and things like that. But as for Macari, I kind of just stick to those few things that I mentioned. I'm trying to look for Lego figures too, but everybody knows about Legos, so that's like even more impossible than WWE or Transformers. Like everybody knows the value on those things, but you might find lucky. You might get lucky at garage sales with those. But I haven't been into a garage sale in forever, so I can't really say.
I can't wait.
I saw a couple pop. I went to one last week. I told you.
Didn't tell me though that you went. You told me after you went. Oh, by the way, I went to a garage sale.
Just real quick.
You're not going to invite me? That's cool. I'll see how it is.
CB radios that I got a really good deal on. One of them, I bought 5 CB radios for $40. One of them is like $150.
Dang.
So I got
or is it the Cobra, maybe?
It was,
I've sold a couple of those. Those are really good.
Yeah, it was a Cobra. But Ryan, Dustin and I also wanted to go to the Habitat for Humanity.
Yes.
We can't wait till that opens up.
Yeah, that place is awesome.
Because we were like, we saw how good you were doing with selling all the home good stuff. And, Dustin works construction. He works for a builder. And with knowing where to get stuff like that and Dustin's knowledge on what people like to buy, I think it's a no-brainer.
You guys would kill it. You guys would kill it.
Example, today, give me 5. It was bad. Or I was like, it's bad. I was like, it's pretty good because I was just eyeing the Home Depot bins. There was quite a few. And I pulled out probably about 7-8 boxes worth of GFI outlets. And those can go from between $30-$35 per box. So that was a no-brainer right there to grab all those.
Right.
Yeah, I wish.
And they're quick flips too. I was like, you gotta get those. You gotta look out for those.
You know what that is, Ryan? The GFI switches?
Like the tamper resistant. Like say in the bathrooms we'll have them. Like the ones you reset, turn on and off.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
those are the ones.
The outlets that say, reset.
Yeah.
So those are the ones. Those are good. Bolo.
Yeah, Home Depot, Lowe's, like new, like they're probably $45 to $50 a box.
How much did you pick them up for?
Basically $2.50 a box because we actually had these coupons they gave us during the quarantine that we had to pay for. It was basically like a buy one get one coupon. So we use those at Give Me 5 today, and I got them for that cheap. Got lucky.
That's awesome.
So,
yeah. The store, the store that Dustin's referring to, if people don't know, like to go to this store called Give Me a 5, and they do like basically like liquidation pallets, but they put all the stuff in bins, and then you can look through them. But during the quarantine, of course, everything was closed, so they did something really neat to where you can go online to their website and buy a $5 coupon for a free item, and with that $5 coupon, they would actually give you another one free of charge. So for $5 you get 2 free item coupons, which if you were to buy something it would be like $2.50 instead of $5. So that was really cool, and because all the money was still going to paying their employees. So Cajun does ask a nice question, Ryan. He says, what about Funko Pops, Ryan?
Yeah, that's actually the very first things that I started to resell, but I don't know. I feel like I can't make a good enough return.
Those are
hard. I was into collecting Funko Pops, so that's kind of where it all started, but they're kind of hard. It's hard to get them for a good price and to resell them for a good price. And not to mention you got to ship them like super well protected, because I think I shipped out like 1 or 2 where they just get, they get damaged, it's just a box. So, but those are hard.
Real particular about those boxes.
Yeah, those are hard. There's some like chase figures and like all this, you can get so far into it, but I kind of just stay away from those.
I know that we were talking about wrestling figures, and there's a new wrestling company called AEW, which they broadcast on TNT, but they just signed a toy contract with Hasbro and they are coming out with chase figures with their toys, and they haven't yet had their first line of toys. So that would actually be a good investment to just go ahead and get that whole line, because that's the first ever line of that company.
Right.
You know, so that's a good, just a real quick plug there.
Like you're thinking.
That might be worth
says, what's a garage sale?
Right.
That's funny.
Garage sale.
Yeah, he
come in your house.
He knows what it is. He knows
of
what it is.
Like going to like people's house, like those are the weird. Like, come on in.
Yeah.
We got it in here through the house. All right.
Cajun asks, when does Give Me Five open? Give Me Five open today. Well, they opened on Monday, but we went today for the restock. And it was very different. It was very different.
It was different, but there are still people going to, like, you're supposed to have one bin per person, and they're supposed to allow 75 people in at one time. And then once that 75 limit, they cut it off until someone leaves. Well, and they're like, well, if you get caught like on a bin, like with someone else, you're kicked out for life. Like, you can't come back. I'm thinking, yeah, right. And that was sure enough, because there was like some guy walk up to me while I'm looking through my bin. I'm like, you got to go down there. And he just look at me like, what? What do you mean? I was like, it was weird though. Like following the arrows and all that stuff, how they got it. It was weird. It was weird for sure.
Nice. Marie says, our Habitat store is okay, not great. They look everything up. I hope the ones that we have here don't look stuff up. I feel like the prices for Goodwills have gotten worse since before the pandemic. What do you think?
I think they're getting strict on they're starting to get strict on their game prices. Like, you know how I said it was like 3 for $4.99?
Yeah.
Well, they almost didn't let me get that for that price. They were going to charge like per game, and some of those games are like $5, $6 a piece. I'm like, well, I'm not going to pay that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Danny says, Ryan, even during the pandemic, have you tried getting a hold of the Habitat store to see if you can get them still?
That's a good question. I've driven past there a couple times, and the whole lot is empty. Like, it's not open. I should probably give them a call and see when they're planning to open, but yeah, everything's closed. Everything around me is still closed right now. So
yeah,
no luck with that.
I know our Habitat's closed, and I actually called during the pandemic after I saw you got those remotes, those fan remotes, if I don't recall, and they were actually closed. And I guess since they're all connected, so all the Habitat Humanities should be closed, I think, from what I understood for the manager, but ours is still closed as well. So I think once like everyone's opens, then they're going to open. You know, I guess they're all going to open up at once, but they're still taking donations apparently. Because we actually took a whole island. We took out of a house a whole island in the kitchen with the granite countertop. Took it up there, donated it. Dropped it off. So yeah, that's the stuff we take up there. We take up stoves all the time if we don't use it. Been sitting around for a couple of years, and one of our garages we use as storage. We take stuff up there all the time.
Yeah.
So
nice. Tag says that the only Funko I saw was a WWE Daniel Bryan. It was on auction and sold for $100. I think that might have been the Daniel Bryan in the maroon trunks. That's the one that sells for a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's the thing with Funko Pops. Like they get discontinued pretty often, and then that obviously. But I don't know if anybody can tell me. But like, how do you know when they when they get discontinued? It's so hard to
when they retire.
Right. So it's kind of like you kind of just have to be collecting them, and then hopefully they retire or something. So it's, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to flip them.
Yeah. I got lucky and I went to a store called Bargain Hunt here, where they kind of have like scratch and dent stuff, and found 2 Jeremy Lin Funko Pops for $5 a piece. And so I flipped them for $50.
Sweet.
So yeah, it was good for sure. So so let's kind of wrap this things up, Ryan. If you give us some, do you have any questions, Dustin? I'm sorry.
I think we hit them all. I mean, chit chatter here and there, all that stuff. Hit the Habitat, because that was one of my questions, was the Habitat stuff. So
yeah, that stuff's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I can't wait to go. I know that you had such a awesome find with those fan remotes.
Yeah, those things are crazy. And they bought them for like $1.40 each, and they sell for quite a bit of money. So I got to go back over there and pick up as many as I can. Hopefully they're still there. Hopefully they didn't, like, clear inventory or whatever.
Yeah, because
It's been
sometimes
so long.
if they still have some, you can tell whoever works there and be like, "What if I bought all of them? Would you give me like 20% discount or something like that?" You know?
Yeah, right. I'll definitely have to work
Especially
something
since
out.
they've been sitting there.
I definitely got to persuade somebody when they open
Yeah.
them up.
It never
Try and get all of
hurts to ask. The worst thing they can say
Exactly.
is no, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm always saying. It does not hurt to ask.
hmm So Ryan, back to the toy subject.
Mm.
If you can give us some sort of last word pointers, what would they be for flipping Bakugan, Micro Machines, and anything else that you like to tell the internets?
For one, just get on Macari. That's like the main thing. I think that's like the biggest thing, and the only thing I really want to say is to just get on Macari. And I have a lot of people I had a lot of people message me and say like, oh, like keep quiet about it. Like, why are you sharing all this? But I don't know. Like, I never really felt the need to keep quiet about anything because I want everybody to have that information and to be able to make that type of money. Just get on Macari and save your searches. And I'm always on there. Like before I go to bed, when I wake up, during the day, when I'm eating. It's because it's like, with thrift stores and garage sales, you got to go out and find things, as opposed to Macari or Facebook Marketplace or anything on your phone. You can just sit and search in the comfort of your own home and always be sourcing for stuff. So just keep your eye out and, open your window to more opportunities and to, different apps to make more money. Don't just be stuck on eBay and, garage sales and things like that. It's all about just like expanding and trying to find the thing that nobody knows about yet.
Yeah, I know that a lot of people, they tell Dustin and I, don't be telling people about these 5 stores and all these information stores. It's like, man, that them saying that kind of irks me a little because
It makes me want to share it more.
Yeah, and then like for a person, all you can do is give that knowledge to a person, but they have to do the rest. You know what I mean?
Do the work. Gotta get up early.
Like, just for an example,
totally.
Like me, I know that Ryan likes to go on Macari, looks for Bakugan, Micro Machines, but it's like I have not done the work to go on Macari, look for them, do my research on Micro Machines, do my research on Bakugan, so I know exactly what to look for. And I know that I can get that stuff there, but I'm not doing it yet because I haven't done the work. And you'd be surprised. It's like you tell all these people all this awesome information, and then they're not willing to do the work.
Right.
Yeah.
And two, everybody has
Gary V speech.
Gary V. And everybody has their niche. Even we can tell people like you sell Micro Machines, Bakugan. We get stuff from Gimme 5. We look at video games a lot too, like consoles, video games. We look for that stuff too. But it's like everybody has their own niche to where we're not all looking for the same stuff.
Right.
At all, So, but yeah,
it's all about sharing. I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
Anything to help somebody, that's either in need or just wants to get into reselling. It's like, here, come with us. We'll show you what's up. Show you
because how did we all start reselling? By somebody teaching us and somebody giving us information.
Exactly.
So it's kind of just like doesn't make sense to keep anything a secret.
Yeah, I know that our friend Robert, he got into reselling just by watching Dustin and I's, videos, and he's killing it right now.
All of a sudden,
killing it. Like he could probably do it full time. He's that good at it, and he lives in Knoxville, Tennessee, and he's killing it. And I know that we've called him several times.
Yeah,
it's just like, hey man, what do you think about this? Should I pick it up? Should I not pick it up? It's like even though we shared the information and got him to do it, it's like we're calling him and asking him for advice on stuff. So we're all constantly sharing, information and helping each other out.
Yeah. Like the hand weight, he helped me out with some hand weights a couple weeks ago when they were selling the little dumbbell hand weights they were selling for a lot. And we came across some at Bargain Hunt, and he actually had some for sale. And Ray called them because I was on the fence because they would fit in a medium flat rate box, and they're going for around between 55 and I think 58 or something like that. And he was like, "Yeah, you got to get them. They're selling." I actually just sold some today, so jumped on them and they sold quick within a week.
Because everyone's still at home, so they can't work out and stuff.
Yeah, the weights are going crazy right now on Facebook Marketplace and all the local markets. I know a lot of people that are reselling those.
What were those ones that he? What was the ones he got?
Yeah, Robert got these. he found a pretty hot lead on those the dumbbells that you can change the weight to them,
Yeah.
Bowflex ones. And I think he's not afraid to spend any money. So it's like he bought them for like $100 and he like flipped them for like $300 or $400.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So one more last question, and I saw this question. The tag says, "Have y'all tried sourcing on the Nextdoor app?"
I have
even
not
heard of that app.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
On that app, but I mess with it here and there. See what people saying around town, stuff like that. People just look up. It's basically like I don't know how to explain what it is.
It's kind of like a Facebook Marketplace or something.
Not really a Facebook Marketplace.
Like
it's like just a social feed to like people find out what's going on in your neighborhood.
Oh,
kind of like Ray. You probably heard of it, Hip Hendersonville.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that,
like a Facebook group.
Yeah, and you follow your local area. People post, "I'm throwing away this," or "I need help moving this. I'll pay $50 to help move this."
Gotcha.
That sounds pretty cool, actually. I gotta check that out.
There's another if you're I've thought about doing it on the side called TaskRabbit. And that's what it's called. And people post up what they're looking for. Like I'm trying to think. Like, I need help building a shelf, or I need help getting junk removal from the yard, and they'll pay you, and you can offer, okay, I'll help. I can do that. And you go to their house, do it, they'll pay you cash or over the app. I'm not sure how it works, but I thought about doing that too. But
that sounds...
I haven't looked into it yet.
Yeah. So it sounds really cool, actually. Like making money locally like that for like any like kids or younger people that are just trying to make extra money in the summer or, whatever.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
All right. So Ryan, or everybody in the chat, if you have not yet subscribed to Ryan's channel, please do so. And
Thank you.
Will not regret it. His videos are very entertaining. They're very helpful and educational for our reselling days, I guess. I don't know. But anything else, Ryan, that you like to leave the people with? No, that's my radio voice.
I almost just cracked up.
No, just thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for all the support. I'm just starting out here on YouTube and things, and I'm just starting out reselling. I've only been doing it for less than a year, so just thank you for all the support, and thank you guys for all subscribing and being a part of my journey.
Awesome. And guys, again, make sure to subscribe to Ryan's channel. We appreciate everybody jumping on and saying hi, and just watching our videos, watching three guys just talk
the whole time.
So, yeah, we want. Ryan will be a consistent guest on our YouTube channel going forward. So yeah, guys, we appreciate you guys coming on. We appreciate Ryan. Thank you so much for coming on, and
of course, thank you guys for having me,
taking the time to help us out. And
of course,
and so that's it, guys. We appreciate everybody coming on. Thank you. Have a good night. God bless.
Thanks, guys.
And have a good Sunday. Have a good Saturday night. And thank you, everybody. Peace.
And stay safe.
Stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe. Stay safe, most importantly.